Hello, everybody. Hi, Richie. How's your day going? Today we get to do mini shamanic earth readings. It worked really well when we did the river readings. So I'm kind of excited to see how the gardens are growing and what information Spirit can give us. So if anyone would like a reading, go ahead and type in yes. So I've got Richie and Butterfly Kisses. Hello. Hi, Sarah. Sarah, do you want me to tap in? And yep, okay. And hi, Lauren. Lauren, I was able to read your comments. I think it was this morning. I finally was able to look at the chats, and it was really neat how everybody was receiving and the information that you guys were going back and forth in the chat. I really love it when you guys do that. Hi, Michaela. Am I pronouncing that right, Michaela? Oh, and Lisa. Oh, okay. Wait, I got a couple people. Okay. Sure. Okay, Michaela. Hi, Marcel. Sharp Lisa. Hi, Teresa. Hi, Jem. Thank you. I have I was even wearing one on my shirt. I was like, I have so many readers because I lose them. Okay, so I've got Sarah, Lauren, Michaela, Lisa. Okay. That is a good place to start. Hi, CL. Oh, you're from Ireland. Yay. So I do have a list going. So if you would like me to have my team come in and read to see how the garden is going, I'm like tripping over my own words right now. You can just type in yes or yes, please, and I can add you to my list. So for some of the people, oh my gosh, Lisa, you already spent the afternoon in your garden? I was outside dreaming about a garden. Yeah. Okay, so CL. Okay, let's see. Hi, Deborah. You're on the list. Deborah Joy, Jem. Flying without a broom. It's a great. And Marcel, okay. Yeah, I'm ready to grow some things. Hopefully I'm good at it. I'm a big dreamer. Follow through. So is the life of a Pisces. Okay, so I'm just going to read off the list, and if I skipped anybody, just let me know, because I do that sometimes by accident. So I've got Richie, Butterfly Kisses, Sarah, Lauren, Michaela, Lisa, CL, Deborah, Jem, Flying Without a Broom, and Marcel. You guys can just let me know if I skipped anybody. Hi, Cheryl. Cheryl, would you like to be on the list? Good to see you. If you'd like to be on the list, just say yes. Ooh, tornadoes today in Texas. Yeah, Teresa, I'm putting you on the list. A list of what? For Christmas. Just kidding. I'm going to be doing mini shamanic readings, just kind of tapping in with each person to just see if my team will help us with anything that we need. Just tapping into us as a garden. I know that sounds kind of silly, but it's a fun way to get spirit readings. We did it with the rivers, and it turned out really well. The naughty list. Yeah. Oh, okay. Tornadoes. Teresa's on the list. Serena. Cheryl, I put you on the list. You win a car. No. Shockwave. Did I get Sequoia? No. Okay, that's a lot. So we'll see how it goes. I'd love to get to everybody. Oh, and Esther. Okay. I don't want to miss anybody. Shockwave, Sequoia, Esther, Pat. Okay, that's it. You made the list. I'm going to put that the list is closed because that's quite a few. And then if it opens back up, we can, if I get through everybody, we'll open it up. Okay. Yeah, I'm like Oprah. Here's a few of my favorite things. My favorite things are sticks and stones. So that would actually be a really funny video. All of JJ's favorite things. Yeah. Okay, so what I'm going to do first is I've had quite a day because I didn't sleep last night. I thought it would be a really good idea to have, hi Viviani. I thought it would be a great idea to have iced tea with dinner, and I was really thirsty. So I had 2 iced teas and I didn't sleep at all last night. So I'm wondering if that's going to be helpful or not helpful. I think it's going to be helpful because it's easier to step out of the way. So we'll see how this goes. But first I need to just do a little mini journey just so I can ground myself and be here, let go of my day. So I'm just going to take a couple deep breaths. You can please join me if you'd like. Just releasing my day, releasing my night. Leaning into spirit. Asking my team to help me with the words, the precision. To have straight rows in our garden if that's necessary. Or just throw the wildflower seeds and see what happens. Relaxing into our bodies. They're showing me as if we're flowers. So if you were a flower, what flower would you be? Just seeing yourself as a beautiful flower. There we go. And what would it be like to feel the sun? And then to know that dusk is coming. What would it feel like in the wind with an unexpected snowfall? To feel the rain. Okay, that's better for me. Oh, hey, Heather. Heather, if you were a flower, what kind of flower would you be? Do you guys have a favorite flower? I really like I think they're called Gerber daisies. But the ones I really like are inside the house are roses, because that's one my family, sometimes we get allergic to cut flowers, and it's either the water that gets kooky, or it's the orchids. Yeah. Yeah, we can have cut roses in the house. That doesn't affect us, but lilies and those sorts of things, those are for outside. Peony. Oh, those are beautiful. Hibiscus. You're named after a flower, but you're gonna do the peony. Lilacs, yes. Sunflower, yeah. Standing up tall. Crocus and daffodil. Royal purple iris. Beautiful. Daisies, yeah. It's hard to pick a favorite. Hi, Serena. Yellow calla lily. Yeah, lilies are beautiful. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna plant some sunflowers for the birds. I'm excited. Yeah, it's hard to pick. Unless you're walking through a nursery, then it's not hard to pick because you just pick them all. My sister will go in to her favorite place in Vermont, in Colchester, and she'll go in and she comes back with like a whole car full. She just went in to get like a couple of things. Yeah, Lisa, I think you mentioned prairie smoke flowers before. Yeah, that looks like cotton candy. I'm going to look that up. Blue bonnets. Ooh, reed timber. Oh, that's not a flower. That's somebody chasing a tornado. Gotcha. Is that person on YouTube, Lauren, for the tornadoes? I want to grow cotton candy. I have the lupin seeds. I do. I have some seeds for lupin, if that's how you pronounce that. That's just how I always read it. Okay. I'm going to go. I'm going to start this. Viviani, I'm going to put you on the list, but there's quite a few people ahead of you. But you are on the list. Hello, hello, and welcome. Okay. Getting serious. Make sure my phone is off-ish. Yes, I love the milkweed for the caterpillars. They just devour it. Love it. Okay. Richie. Okay, Spirit. Richie as a garden. So Richie, just be there with me. Richie, got goosebumps. Richie, they're showing me this beautiful meadow, and it's full of things. It's full of things that are ready to let their seeds go in the wind. Like they're showing me the milkweed. They're showing me you know how the dandelions get when they're ready to, and you make the wish and you blow on them. I've seen big ones of those. And so it's like your field is just ready. It's ready. It's like ripe to drop the seeds. So I'm wondering if that's a new beginning for you. Let me see what else they say. I also like to ask, is there anything that we can do at this time? They're saying like the foundation is good. The soil is good. Like the soil isn't super soft. Like if you step on it, your foot isn't going to like sink into it, but it's appropriate for what's growing right now. Like it would support your steps. If you were walking and you couldn't see where your path was because there's so much going on. That's like above the knees. So it might be, you're not going to sink into anything. Like the ground is supporting you, like the earth is supporting you at this time. I'm checking in with like if this is attracting, so it's like the birds are coming in, and you can hear like there's a certain bird that I'm hearing right now. It's really beautiful. It's like one you hear near water. So if I'm thinking about seasonal wise, Richie, I'm thinking, this is more like the time when the seeds are ready. So I love this question. So you can all play along with this, but Richie, if you had a seed, like your very beginning, from the beginning of your time to right now, it's like the soul seed, the seed of the soul, kotonoshtita, your beginning. Where in your physical body do you think that would live right now? And there's no right or wrong answer. It's just where do you feel like where that seed would live in your physical body? And if you don't have an answer, that's okay too. Yeah, in the heart. I'm going to write that down. So if you guys were doing that too, if you were doing that too, and you found a place on your body, you got the heart too. So for Richie, put your hands on your heart because your seeds are ready. So just put your hand on wherever you feel like it is, where the soul seed lives. They're saying it's protected. It's kind of like you can do a free fall and you're still protected. Like you can have great wonder and curiosity because the soul seed is is safe. Panutanushti. So just connecting with that seed. Kayina shinoka kinayiwa manuki. And especially if it's in an area where if you make a sound like like that. Yeah, Serena, so yours is in the throat. And even if it's in the heart, go ahead and make a noise to feel that vibration. It's okay to feel silly. If you're at work, I guess you can just imagine it. And if it's appropriate at this time, we're checking in with our seed, Richie. It says that the seed loves music and vibration. Like if you were to pound a drum or talk in a deep voice, it really likes that. Not going to be talking like that for the whole thing, though. Yeah. So Sarah, if it's in the belly too, you can just do it with breath, like take a deep breath and make sure you push your hands out. Because sometimes the air goes this way, but sometimes you can breathe the belly out as well. Just to say, hey, I know that you're there. And I know that you're ready to grow. You're ready to drop. So there's this wonderment of where's the seed going. Just don't forget to have wonder and curiosity. See if there's anything else they want to say. This is like for everybody. They were telling me this before. They were saying that a garden will let you know when something is wrong. They may not tell you what the solution is, but they will let you know if something isn't going right. And I feel like our soul self, I feel like it's appropriate to ask the soul self, like our inner teacher, just ask them sometimes, like, when you feel like something just doesn't fit anymore. Like I know Sarah, I'm not going to say what happened, but Sarah made some choices that something just didn't feel right anymore. And they did something about it. And that's like listening to your soul self. It's kind of like when you drop the human part of you away, because there's so many filters that we can live through, and some conditionings that we can live through, and trauma that we live through, that sometimes, you need to just drop being a human for a second and remember that you're a soul. And just asking your soul, if something just doesn't feel right, just ask. And I know sometimes when it comes to garden or like grass lawn issues, sometimes you have to go to somebody else to say the thing out loud and say, can you help me like problem solve this? But don't rely on other people to just do it for you. You got to put the work in. But that's a thing for everybody. Is just remember you have a soul seed. And talking to plants helps, Cheryl. Yeah. Just talk to your soul self. I hope that makes sense. So I'm really excited for you, Richie. That's a good place to be. Like knowing that you're in that point of, is the wind going to come and where's your seed going to end up? So I hope that was very like a lighthearted message. Going on to butterfly kisses. How's your garden? Butterfly kisses. Where was yours? Did you write down? Did you feel? Oh, good. I'm glad you feel good, Richie. I do too. Where did you feel your soul seed? I'm not sure if you said. Not that it's important. I was curious. Butterfly kisses. Okay, this place is instead of the northern lights, like for instance, Richie's, I saw in the, oh, yours is the heart too. I'll write that down. Richie's was in the daytime. And it was, so I forgot to mention this. So when I'm looking out on Richie's like meadow where the seeds are ripe for a beginning, it was like I didn't see a blue sky. It was like one of those days where it's kind of like it's overcast and it kind of has that safe feeling, you know. I don't know how to describe it. And so when I'm looking at butterfly kisses, yours, they're showing me northern lights. It's nighttime, but it's weird. It's not like the northern lights in the typical fashion. They're showing me that it's nighttime, and I don't know if you're into music or something, because it's like the lights are coming down, and it's more of like something you would see on an equalizer. This is the only way that I can describe it. So there's colors like the northern lights, but it's coming down in a certain way, not in waves. It's coming down like what you would see with an equalizer for music. I was getting the that there's blue petaled flowers, and I can see it even though it's dark. It's almost as if there's a glow coming from the earth, so I can see it. Kano nana tano kayewa atutano shtita. Aikeki nama oshtitano tano kayewa ashtita. They're talking about how it's in a frame. Kotano shtitano kina shtitayewa ayena tano shtitayewa. It's like in this golden vintage frame. Ashtitano nana kitano shtitana yewa akotano shtitaye ashtitano kayewa. Manona hatuta wishtitano kayewa. Panu nama kita nushtita. It's just lots and lots of these blue petaled flowers. They're strong. There's multiples. Kotano ishtitano kayewa. Are you into music or art? I'm curious. I've never seen, because we did this in shaman school in order to like access the tree that goes to the upper world, middle world, and the underworld. We walk through our own like meadow, our own garden, and you get to see and feel everything. So it's just really interesting that yours is in a frame. Some just very specific things. It's like the equalizer colors, the vintage gold frame, and the blue. But wouldn't we like the wind to come in if it's framed? Maybe we could make it more 3D. You know, like you know how they would go through the, help me out, the wardrobe. You are creative. Let's make it so you can go through it. That's so magical. So if this is hanging up on your wall, this beautiful thing, let's make it so it's more 3D, like we can go there. Like I'm seeing, it's almost like Alice in Wonderland, where if you just put your hand in, you're the right size to go through this picture frame. And it's like, it's so beautiful. It's so fun and exciting to, like, once you put your hand in that frame to go to that special place, that special land, it's like you almost fly there. And it's like, it makes you feel like so happy, like so happy to know that you're going to one of your favorite places. And they say that especially when the full moon is out, it's really nice to go there. It's almost like one of those flowers that love the night. They do a lot of their fun stuff when it's dark out. It's more quiet though. So maybe put your hands on the seed, in your heart space, and let's just ask together. Just be here with me. Thinking about this beautiful place that you can go to. It's like your heart is yearning to go there. Like sometimes it would be more fun to go there than to be here. I'm just what they say no, but sometimes it's hard for people to be here on Earth. Are you one of those people? They said no. So I know sometimes I have to really pay attention to come back fully into my body because I love being, okay. Because I was just curious because I don't hear like crickets. I see the colors and I like being near the flowers, but it's not physical. Like I don't feel the wind and I don't hear the crickets. Okay, they want to do something with you, butterfly. They want to bring this special place that you are yearning for, or wanting to connect with. It's not easy for me to put into words, but what we're going to do is we're going to hold on to this gold frame. And if people could hold space for butterfly, we've got this beautiful frame in the place that we love to go. And they say to just widen the frame. Ashtita na 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 ye na 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 ye wa Aita no kaye mashina kaye wa uita ita ye na ma ita na na ye wa ye. They're showing me the symbols are coming. It's something to experience now. Like dreaming your world into being. So this thing that one would look at Tutanoshtita. Let's bring it Tatotanoshtitaye Tana into fruition. Tanokita, Tanukita, Ishtitanu Nanaki. And they said, you know what? Let's put a river in there too. Ashtitanu Nanaki Tanashtita. When you bring the water in, the animals will come. E Tano, E Shenana Kina Tanoshtita. Yena Tano Nanaki Tanoshtita. They're like, we'll put some rocks in there. Tita Noshtita Ye Ta Ye Ta. This will help the blue petaled flowers. Tita Noshta Tato Tanaki Tanashtita. Yena Yena Washtitano Nankita Noshtita. Aye Tanoshtita. And they say that the color has information in it. You know, they were talking about Tonoshtitano Tanokaiwa. So there's information for you. I hope that, I know these shamanic readings can be more entertaining, but also confusing. But I hope that helps. I hope maybe the thing that you're longing for, with the help of your people, is something that we can bring here and now. Sarah, you said that you felt it in your belly, right? I appreciate you, Butterfly. You're welcome. Belly. Okay, Sarah, they are showing me that right now I can't get into the garden because there's so many distractions right now. Sarah, do you feel like you can cross people over, or do you have a lot of spirits around you? I know you have things going on in your life that can be distractions because, you know, you're a mom, you're a wife, you're a child. You're out there doing human things. It's kind of like it's a train station. So that's why I'm thinking, you know, like the train station, it's just, yeah. So why don't we go ahead and put our hands on our belly and just be here with these people, these bustling people. Tano nana tano tanoshita nakiwa. Tano nana tano tanoshita kayewa. Ashti tano nakina tanoshtita. We're just explaining to them, Pao ina shena yewa. Anona tanoshtita. That they're standing in the way, and just to move off to the side. They don't have to leave, unless they would like to, or if you would like them to. Bringing a little bit of order to the things that are standing in your way. Standing in your own power. This is your garden, damn it, and you're going to go to it. They're just saying to these distractions, like, I give you time. I give you time. And right now is my time to do this for me. And when I do things for myself, it's like watering a flower. And people can enjoy you more when you have time to visit this garden. And I feel like these distractions can witness this. And Sarah just taking steps. They're showing me a fort that's made with blankets. I'm seeing like there's definitely a pink blanket. This beautiful, and you can see a glow on the other side of this blanket, and you know that that's your special place. You just know it. And you get to take a breath or two to just realize that you're here. And this is all for you. And when you're ready, just open up the curtain. It's so bright. I think there's every kind of butterfly, bug. It's like you're a science teacher and you're just like super excited to like, it can be a little overwhelming, but I think that for you, it is not. It's just, it's beautiful, and it's like the sky is filled with light. I don't see a blue sky or anything. It's just things are nice and bright. I can notice that out in the distance, there are like hills and trees. But the part that's really beautiful is like this golden area that the sun is shining on. So let's just enjoy this. It's almost as if it takes a little while to adjust, almost as like the train station with the distractions. We do have this ability to, if it's a little too bright, to either wear some sunglasses or just ask for a few clouds, or maybe to turn the time a little bit different. Just do a little bit of adjusting, asking the sun to just go back just a little bit so we can see the garden. Ooh, angels. Sometimes the sun was too bright. So it's almost like with the fort and the blanket, and it's almost like the people in the train station. It's like something that we can pull the veil. Settle the sun's rays down a little bit. They're not letting me see the flowers. I think it's because for me it's really bright, but there's an angelic feeling to it, as if this is your place. And it's private. So just witness what's there. Asking that soul seed, how may I be of service, soul seed? And I'm hearing relaxing into It's the time to relax into They're saying some of the hard work was already done, Sarah. Good job. Relax into it. Something that you can lean into. How beautiful, Sarah. It's all yours, and it's bright. I can't see it. You can feel free to stay there if you'd like for a little while longer. Lauren. And then after Lauren, it's Michaela. Lauren, where did you feel where your soul seed was in your body? And if anybody's joining us and they weren't a part of that, you're welcome, Sarah. We just think of our body of having this soul seed, and like where in your body would this seed live? And some people, in your brain. Ooh, fun. Okay. Some people, Lauren had it in the brain, some with the belly, some the heart, some the throat. So Michaela, you're next, and then Lisa, and then CL. So let's see where Lauren takes us. They're like these little adventures we get to go on together. Lauren. It's so interesting because I wasn't paying attention, but the direction that I enter into the gardens, it's just right in front of me. And they're just like, we're coming from the side. So it's like you have like your own way to get into this garden. It's not this, that may not be like everybody else's entrance. And I actually see you crawling. Like you're trying to, it's so interesting because it's like you see those movies where they have to like crawl through like that thing in the ceiling, the vents or whatever. Like you're going on this great big adventure, almost like where the wild things are. It's just like you're crawling through this like a tunnel. It's underground, but you love it there. You're like crawling through. Oh, beautiful. So you're crawling through, and this is under the world, under the underworld? Okay, fine. Oh, fun. Okay, so when you come out, you're off to the side and you're above this garden we're going to be looking at. And so when you get to the end, you can like feel the wind, and you can smell the smells of this place, like all of your senses. Right. And I'm looking down on this. There's what's it called? Bioluminescence, or it's this place is in the earth, but it's also lit up naturally. And it has this really unique feeling to it where it's this protected special place. And it has these like fun rocks to like climb down. But a lot of times you just like peering down and seeing what's happening in this it's like a world of its own. It's like you've got like jungle plants, these biodiversities, like there's like this whole world in this garden. But I feel like you like to be a witness. Where I kind of see like Richie running through his field and the seeds going. Because it's the brain analyzing it. Pano nanakita nostita. Ayena tanoshtita. Etano kana tanoshtita. Ayena tanoshtita. How nice, they say, to put your hands over your eyes. Anuna ko tanoshtita no kayewa. Ena tanoshtita. So we can focus what's on the inside. Manuna nakita nostita. Ayena tanoshtita no kayewa. Panu mama yewa. O shema yema kotano yewa tana. Eta na tanoshtita. Yena tanoshtita. Yena tana tanu kayewa tanoshtita. So you're the caretaker of this garden, and you make sure all the things in the environment, like the humidity, um, it's like you pay attention to the whole diversity. From like the salamanders to taye tana tana tana. Yena tanoshtita kayewa na tanoshtita. Yena tanoshtita. Like you're the overseer. Kuna tanoshtita no tanokita. Eta, eta, eta. Ashtita kayewa. And I love it because it's almost like scientific, like research type stuff. Like you have it dialed in. It's like there are some sensors, to help you. So it's not like it's not like you're down in the trenches, like, picking bugs off or anything. You have it dialed in where things are like, you have a lot of help here to keep it beautiful. So you may not be the one that senses something to get some of the information of this garden, but it's like you have these helpers here. They're like, here's the information from this part. We might need a little bit more humidity. Over here, we might need a little bit more, So it's like this community in this world. Yeah, keeper of the land. I love it. I love it that you get to crawl into this beautiful space and it seems exciting. Yeah, a crystal cave. Yeah. How fun. But with a big job, it's like you actually have help there. It's very, very interesting. I want enough balance on Mother Gaia for the yes. Yes. Okay, so Lauren, oh, I got goosebumps. There was like I saw like a pterodactyl flying around, and I'm like, oh, they're gonna know I'm one of those like inner world people. Yeah, I got goosebumps too. Yeah, and I want to like cry, like with tears of joy. Yes, Lauren, please bring. Although you'd need something. Hi Sharon. Tano katana shitita. I feel like you need an opening. So maybe this is at the base of like a fake volcano or something. So the dragon can go up, because the dragon's not going to fit through it's not going to fit through your tunnel. That's just enough room for you. Beautiful. Dragon oracle cards, Sarah. I'm going to look that up. That's cool. All right, now we're on to Michaela. Michaela, did you were here for the soul seed. Where do you feel it? I feel like this really helps direct the reading. So, Annie, did you get your car back? I saw that I was just looking at the chat from the meditation yesterday. Oh, Michaela was the heart. Did you get your car back? I've never had a car stolen. I definitely forget where I park and think it was stolen, but I've never had a car stolen. Oh, you didn't get it back. That is so frustrating. Let's send the dragons out. Would it be bad? Yeah, I can say it. Wait, or is it bad? Now, let's send the dragons out there to eat those people. Because those people, yeah. Oh, you had 2 cars stolen. Wow. Yeah, let's send the dragons after them. Oh, your daughter Lauren isn't feeling good? Well, geez, aren't you going through some healing things too? When it rains, it pours. I'm going to put you on I'm writing Lauren's name down. Your car was stolen 3 times. Cheryl, that's bad luck right there. Okay. Michaela, heart. Michaela's garden. They're showing me these, it's kind of going back into the earth again. They're showing me, what would that be compared to? There are like these rounded ledges that go down into the earth, and you're sitting on the ledge, these rounded ledges. And it seems lonely, but it seems like you might be used to this. You're sitting there. So there's these different layers. And you're sitting there. It feels lonely. Like I said, though, it's a familiar feeling. And you're dangling your feet. And you're comfortable. Sitting there. It's somewhat dark. And they're saying, dear one, they're saying there is, you can sense that there's an up and that there's a down, and you're sitting there. They say, darling, swing your feet around. And even though it's a little in the shadows, they say that there's an opening on every level. So we're just going to ask you to be brave and flip your feet around. And even if you're crawling to feel your way with like a trepidation, they say, fear not. They're calling you like a brave heart. And we'll be going through this together. And it has this smell of the earth and stone. Oh, cool. Okay. Yes. Somebody mentioned the crystal cave. So I feel like we're coming, and we know that we're at the edge. There's not like a blinding light or anything like that. And it's like a heart song. So just put your hands on your heart and do that vibration thing, because like your certain resonance lights this up to where there's fairies, there's crystals. This beautiful, beautiful area that lights up with a song. The resonance and the vibration from you. like telling you to use your voice, use your heart, your soul seed. Manunakiowa, Anunakiowa, Enatanoshtita, in this area with these beautiful crystals. There's like the stalactites, the stalagmites, whatever you say. This area you're noticing, like as the heart song, the brave heart is coming out. Tutanushtita, you look up and it's like it goes and goes and goes. So they're like, this is like a rock garden. I'm not trying to offend the crystals. I'm sorry. By saying rock. And it's almost as if your heart charges up here, but this place also charges up with you. You guys work together. And they're saying it does have a dragon feel to it because they're showing me now that it's lit up, I can see you a little bit better. And you have like these, they're showing me that there's scales on you. And a tail. So I kind of do, I get that feeling again where with the frame, the golden frame thing we did, that sometimes you feel, you might feel like a little lonely without that world being there with you the whole time, that beautiful space. So we're just going to put our hands out in front of our heart space and just ask, oh, so there's a crystal, and there's this liquid that's dropping down, and you catch it, and so you have this beautiful like crystal raindrop, and you can put it in your body wherever you would like, in your heart space where your seat is, your third eye. I kind of get the phoenix rising, that this place is with you. Oh, that's pretty cool. My feet are vibrating. Whoa. That was fun, Michaela. Thank you. Lisa. Lisa, where did you feel your seed? You're welcome. That was really fun, Michaela. Thank you for coming. It's just so neat to feel like, sitting there in the dark, like, and then just turning around and knowing that something is so in tuned to like you that it lights up. It's just so cool. I would watch any of these movies. Yeah. Okay. Lisa, your heart. Wow, cool. All right. Okay, so Lisa, they're already bringing me to wings on your back. So I guess we're going to fly to your garden. In your garden, you're very busy as well. You're like collecting some pollen over here to like make something over there. You're very, you you know what's going on and you're working in this garden, it's all about the pollen. And you just know, like, that underneath the surface of these flowers that you're tending to, that everything that these things need that you're growing, that there is like an underground river. Maybe you don't see the river, but you know that some of those things that you might not see, the unseen things, you are aware of them, even though they're unseen, because it's like when you're tending in, everything looks good. Like working and being like active in this garden. But you're flittering around it. It's daytime. And they're saying too, feel free to sing or hum, vibration, that your flowers love the vibration. Like if you were a bee, and the bee noise, and they go and they pick up the pollen, and it's like each flower that they go to, they're assisting, almost like if you were, let's say, walking through the mall or down the sidewalk or something, and it's like your beautiful energy kind of, affects the other people around you. Like these little flowers around. The people are the flowers. But it's also important to take a rest. So let's make this beautiful area. There's this big, almost feels like echinacea. It's like this, almost like how the sunflower has that bigger middle, and it's nice and soft, and you can fly there to Tanochtita and just take a rest and drink some of the beautiful nectar that you're taking part of, just to sit down and enjoy the fruits of the labor. And just breathing and relaxing and enjoying. It feels good to relax there. That kind of reminds me of how my sister is. My sister in life, she gets so many things like accomplished, and then she's able to like have a glass of wine and relax or have friends over, and it's just, are you one of those people that like motivated, you get things done and then you can enjoy? I hope that you can enjoy. If that's, sometimes I just sit around and I did not get that, and I'm just like, oh, like I should probably dust that off. you know Let's see, Sharon. 8 years. Oh, when you need to, yes. Well, good. We need more people like you. But the nectar, it's like the coolest, most perfect elixir out there, which kind of feels like it's a reward. It's rewarding. Like if you were a person who like really took the time. What is it like? Is it Henny Penny that like makes the bread all by themselves, and then they get to enjoy it, and it's like the best bread ever. Although he didn't have any help from those useless people in his life. If I'm remembering the story right. Everybody was too busy to help. Okay, CL. Sharon, I see that. And I think, Sharon, if you're okay, I will reach out to you. My email is tutahspeaks@gmail. If you want to go ahead and give me an email, I'll do a reading, okay? Oh, you do? You plant to encourage pollinators. I bought a beehive. I need to put it together, and I have some online classes to take and like a local meeting to go to, but I'm really excited about beekeeping. Okay. CL. CL, if you're still here, did you get any information about where in your physical body your soul seat is? And you can feel free to just say no too if you didn't. It's okay. After CL, it's Deborah Joy, Jem, and Flying Without a Broom, and then Marcel. Those are the next people coming up. You're welcome, Sharon. You help a lot of people. It would be my pleasure to do that with you. Sarah was told that they were a beekeeper in a previous life. Aw. I don't doubt that your garden is like a mini nature reserve, Lisa, with what they were showing me. That's great. Oh, CL was the womb. Cool. Okay. Oh, we're going there. We're going there in a homemade, like, I'm not even sure if canoes were made out of birch, but it's birch. A birch canoe. And you're just slowly, I see you're wearing like a hat. You have your paddle. We're going there slowly. The water is very calm. And it's so fun to go by the things that are growing in the water. I feel like yours is a water garden. There's like cattails. And it's really exciting because when you're in the canoe, it's like the turtles will jump off the log and make a splash. The birds come in and they land on the cattails. There's like movement there. It's very, very peaceful and serene. And I feel as if there were storms, like chaotic, like life stuff going on, I do feel like this is a protected place where it's just because of the landscape and where it is at this time, that it's like by the time the wind gets to you, it's a breeze. Like the mountains are kind of your friend and protectors. And the trees, like everything kind of catches it and slows it down. So there's this peaceful water garden. And I see the dragonflies and just witnessing life. It's like a life water garden. And you're peacefully just paddling along. They say if you want to fish there, you can. Catch and release. And they're saying like there's this whole like under the water, this whole beautiful environment as well. They're like, follow the turtle down. like follow the turtle down, look through the turtle's eyes. It's like the water's a little bit murky. But you see these rocks that are down there. It kind of reminds me of Sarah and I would, she's my cousin, and we would spend time on Lake Champlain in Vermont. Just kind of reminds me of the treasures that are down there. Katatanoshita and the clamshells, Ishinanakinatanostita, otters. There's all sorts of movement in life, not only like above the water, but also below the water. Is there anything else? They say, merrily, 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 life is but a dream. That's, yeah, I think we just called it the crick because we're, just the crick, going fishing in the crick. Crick. I don't know. But does that make sense? My dog wants to come in my room. I love how peaceful it is, and I love that it's a water garden. It's really, really beautiful. And everything seemed really healthy. Everything was working together in yours as well, but peaceful. There's just something really beautiful about the like homemade canoe, like gliding, and it's just like the water touching the side, but it's like, so you're up above and you're down below. I could think about that like forever. You love the water? Yeah. Yeah, we have canoes and kayaks and rafts and a crazy husband. Okay, Deborah, are you here? I'm sure you're here. Who would leave? Yeah, I don't know. I want to say Otter Creek, but I'm not sure if that is the one, Sarah. You have a crazy husband too. Okay, heart. Well, I would say CL, it's like it almost feels multi-dimensional in a way. It's just like to be like a witness here, but then also like be a witness of what's happening below as well. Like the things that are under situations, are you pretty good with your intuition about like knowing maybe some of the, like if there's a situation, like knowing what might be underneath the situation? And my legs feel like a little shaky when I'm thinking about that, and my legs are just vibrating. Okay, Deborah, let's see. It's in your heart. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, CL. Almost as if there's more things going underneath a situation than above it. Yeah, what Sarah said. Okay, Deborah. Panu papa kita nostita. These are so fun and like inner child, like I see you have a big smile on your face and like you're holding on to, what is that? You're flying in on something. What kind of bird is this? Maybe it's not a bird. So you're hitching a ride. They're saying Yours has water as well, and they're coming at it like in the early morning when there's like the air and the water temperature is creating that beautiful fog. I'm not even sure if it's called fog, but there's like a cloud. So it's very soft feeling. It's very peaceful before like the crazy day starts. And you just know like when the sun reaches a certain point, it's like, there might be more things, more noises. It's like this beautiful morning time, like sitting on the side of this water, just sitting on the ground, watching the water, seeing the fish coming up, for their little snacks. It's very, very peaceful. And it's not like you're leaning up against a tree, but there's a tree behind you. And they're talking about how the tree has these roots that help support you. So talking about the roots that support you, and knowing that even though you can't see the roots, that they also go like under the water as well. So it helps support that beautiful calm place as well. And they say like meditating like with a tree, or about yourself, like being a tree, and just growing those roots and knowing that you're supported, and just growing. And if something is, a rock is in the way, you just figure out how to grow around it. And you have like the water right there. You've got the sun above you. It's a good place for a tree to be. So I'm feeling like what they're kind of showing me is they're showing me writing. I'm not sure. Do you do automatic writing, or do you like to write? They're showing me paper, like pages of paper. When you meditate, you write. They're saying, Deborah, just think about like one root coming from this big tree, and they're saying, just imagine, like just one root has like so much importance to like the whole stability, playing, like being a team member for this tree. And they're talking about family being like roots, but they're saying not family for you. It's like your family in another place. And they're saying crystalline. Tano tano papapaki nama ish tano tano kaiwa. Pano tano kaiwa manana kinatanashti tano kaiwa, far away. You have people far away. Your roots are far away. Kutana noshti taikiwa. Yena nanantuna katanashti tai. But so much information is gathered by just one root. Maybe you're here to gather information. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like they're the star, some sort of off planet. Tanoshita Tanokaye wa and the Tanoshita and all of these roots, Tanoshita, are here to like collect information, but also being here in support. But it's very, very beautiful. Yeah. Almost, I got goosebumps now. Maybe when you're meditating and writing, if it happens to be about roots or trees or anything that happens today, if it inspires this, just see how it feels to connect with a family that's not here, but over there. They're like, specifically, it's like over there. And I'm like, well, I don't know. I don't know where the star systems are. Okay. I'm going to drink some of my caffeinated tea and see how tonight goes. Never learn my lesson. Okay, Jem. Those are my mom's initials. Jane Elizabeth Minor. Jem, where did you feel your heart seed? You're welcome, Deborah. We're halfway through the list. We're doing good. So Jem, and then after Jem, it's Flying Without a Broom, and then Marcel in your belly. Your maiden name, initials. Beautiful. Funny story about my mom. Like in our family, there's always a Jane and there's always a Jim. So my mom married a Jim, Jennifer Ellen Manzi. Nice. That's awesome. So my mom married a Jim, and who had a sister named Jane. So there was two. She changed her maiden name to Minor. So there was two Jane Minors. But then her brother married somebody named Jane. So he was Jim Jr. Oldenburg, and she was Jane Oldenburg. So no matter where my mom was, there was always another one. I didn't name any of my kids. Oh yeah, Sarah's middle name is Jane. I'm Jennifer Jane. I didn't name anybody Jane. Maybe I'll name a chicken Minor. If I have a rooster, I'll name him Minor. Or Jimmy. Jimmy would be a great rooster name. Okay, Jem. I know you told me. Belly. Okay. Woo. Really? Come on in. Okay. You guys needed to be here? Yeah? Are you going to help? Are you going to be useful? Yeah? Are you going to be useful? Come here. Ooh. This is our boy. This is Mateo. Mateo, what do we have to say for Jem? You going to help me? No? You're pushing yourself away? Hi. See you later? Oh. Okay. Okay. Jem, patutana kana tonoshita. Jem in the belly. Kono wa kata no noshita. Ano na nakai wa. Just feeling energy. Is there such thing as an energy garden? Jem, do you have an energy garden? Hi, Wayne. Oh, hey, Suzanne. I'm just going to feel into this and they're saying you are the garden. I feel like the garden is inside of you. Energy. Kono tanoshita no kai wa. Ano tanoshita. And it's so beautiful. It's like sometimes when I think about a rainbow up in the sky, I mean, oh, they could be on the water as well. Like that was a silly thing to say. But when I'm thinking of a rainbow and I'm thinking of like all the water molecules and stuff, like it's almost as if you can put your hand into the rainbow and just like kind of feel the color. It's like it's like 3D and it's just this really amazing thing. And I feel like that's what that energy feels like. Almost as if like every molecule tono tano shite tano tano kaye wa ano nana kina tona shite ta kato tano shite tano kaye wa ashite tano ki e tano kaye wa e tano kaye wa ano na ki tano shite ta, honoring the garden within. Pano mapako shite ta, and it makes sense that you feel it in the belly, the giving birth of pato tano kaye wa. Yena tanuka yewa usht tata, and it's like the garden is so big that you like radiate the garden. Does that make sense? Tano 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 kaki tamasht tano kayewa. Pano na 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 titana na 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 titana mapapaki tadoshita. And it's like if you were to spin around, it's like this beautiful energy would go out. It's like raindrops. Like if you were to spin around, it's like and play around with this energy. It's like it would be fun to spin around and just have like these water drops. Pew, 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 pew. And you're like, and there's some up there, and there's some up there, and it's like, it's like you like to play with it, this garden that's inside. So if you ever feel like they say that it would be perfectly appropriate if you feel like that this beautiful garden that's inside of you, it's okay to trim once in a while. Like prune. Like if you feel like it's growing like outside of you, if that makes sense. Feel free to it's like not a bad thing to take care of this energy that's coming out. It's like you don't have to hold on to the whole garden as it continuously grows. Like you can so if you get that feeling like maybe sometimes the energy is too big, yeah, it's like I feel like you're a green goddess, and there's like all this greenery growing all around you, and they say that Like if you have a flower that pops out, you'll give the flower to somebody, but they just want to make sure that you can don't feel bad about like pruning if you need to. Okay, flying without a broom. Did you feel the heart seed anywhere? Or the soul seed? Was yours the heart? Is that why I said that? And then there's Marcel and Cheryl. If you want to share where you felt your heart seed, and then I'll have it written down already. And then Teresa L. and Serena, if you guys want to write it down. Marcel is the heart. Thank you. Flying with the broom, heart. And then Cheryl, Teresa, Serena. Cheryl is belly. Heart. And Serena, if you're here, you can just throw yours up there too. And after Serena, it's Shockwave and then Sequoia, if you're still here. I know Shockwave is. Oh, wait, did Shockwave have to leave? Throat. That one's going to be neat. Okay. Oh, Shockwave was brain. Okay. Just had a brain fart. So we're doing flying without a broom, right? I'm like, wait, did I read for you already? Did that happen? It didn't, right? No, we're doing flying without a broom right now. Did it happen when I wasn't paying attention? Did I telepathically send that to you? Okay. Tanu, 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 tanu. Burping in the brain, yes. Yeah. I see that, Gem. Self-contained garden. Yep, you don't have to show it on the outside. Cool. No, okay. That's what I'm like, wait, what? Am I done? There, I just sent it to you all telepathically. Okay, so flying without a broom, heart. My kitty is in here. He's like, I'm gonna take a nap on the noisiest piece of paper I can find and maybe chew on it. Hey, you. Come here, Tubby. This is Mozzie. He's our newest family member. He's young, energetic. I'm thinking if I pick him up, maybe he'll get annoyed enough and go somewhere else. You gonna go somewhere else? Big belly? Mr. Meatball? My daughter named him Mozzie after mozzarella. Yes. Yes. Are you going to go somewhere else, or you just want to be here for the ride? Are you looking at all the spirits? Are there spirits in here? Where are you going? You like it? Okay. You want to do a reading with me? Where would your soul seed be in the big old belly of yours? Yeah. You're not putting up much of a fight. Oh, you are going to fight. Oh, you purring. Oh, you're going to make me fall in love with you again. Okay. We'll purr our way into this one, okay? Yeah. We use vibration. Okay. Okay, so I'm seeing this golden cross. Holy Land. I'm seeing some rocks. Um, so they're showing me the cross. They're showing me this these rocks up on the mountain, and they're showing me Jesus. So if that's not you, then that might be Mozzie. I don't know. Yeah. And they're talking about the like this the storytellers, the story of this person, Kunatanushtita, in that it radiates out as if the story, like the meaningful stories, travel, Kunatanushtita yewa no tano tano kayewa. As if they have their own like Christ energy to it. And so this comes with like faith. It's like a faith garden, faith trust. It's like faith and trust are like, if you were going to add something to a garden, faith and trust. Yeah. And it's like the stories are so they're like a window into another time, another world. But the trust and the faith, just going to that source. There's like an endless source of like trust and faith, like this beautiful dance. When you tap into, I'm not sure if it's Christ energy for you or whatever it is that you like to call it. And it's almost like it doesn't matter what everybody else says is the story, because when you can tap into the real thing, it's like that is a conversation and a trusting and a knowing with the source. So it's like just push the talk away. It's like your story is your own story. Like a story garden of things that really matter, the trust and the faith, and tapping into source directly. Does that make sense? And it's really interesting, Sarah, that you said redemption, because I had somebody texted the word redemption to me yesterday. But that's just a good reminder of having like trust and faith in what your source is, like the soul seed, and going back to like your beginning. What is your story for all of us to think about that, and to just know that it doesn't matter. Like somehow it does matter what people say about like even your story or somebody we know, and it's just like, well, wait a second. I'm just going to go straight to the source. Oh, I've got goosebumps everywhere. Just go straight to the source. And like all of these other, you're just like, no, that's not what the story is. I'm close with this person. I have faith in this person. And I love that. That's beautiful. Marcel, with your heart. Marcel, こなたの楽しさ。あいなたの会話。えたのたの会話。まだの楽しさな会話。たの名前声は楽しさ。So they're showing me, like, I don't know if that would be like an old-fashioned elevator, but it's like you're over here and your garden, you're welcome, flying without a problem. Like you're here and your garden is over here. And it's just like, you're like, well, I'll just hop. Maybe if I hop over there, and it's just like your garden is like messing with you. It's just like, well, I can see it, but oh, no, it's going up like that. I'm like, what is happening to your garden? Balance. 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 All right, let's find some balance. When we're in balance, we can enter the garden. Ooh, I'm seeing feathers. I'm seeing a Native American. The elder is male. Anunnaki. And I'm seeing you as the winged one. They're bringing in snail energy, so that would be an interesting animal spirit to look up, the snail. When we're in balance. It's almost as if the snail is the bridge to Tanoshita, and you can just ride on the shell. Kitanui. Kitanui, even though you have wings, you enjoy that. Bridging. Balance and bridging. It's almost as if that's more important right now than the actual garden itself. Yeah. Just asking where to go further with that. I think they're sending you some energy. So I'm like, okay, well, if she was a flower, we're talking about balance. So it's okay to grow your own way, though. So it's not like you need to grow up straight. I've seen flowers. Somebody actually just sent me a picture of like a tree that grew through a rock. So it's just like, it's not like it's like a final straight thing. It's like finding the balance. So palma maltuta no kayema no nanakita They're talking about the tree, and if there was a garden, you would see the things that get the right amount of sunlight will grow a little bit more. But the shadow is also a good thing as well. There's some things that grow better in shadow, where the sun is better for other things. So balancing out the shadow with the light. Like the shadow does help sometimes. And sometimes the light can be detrimental. Is that the word they want me to say? And I feel like the grandma elder is here as well. And they're just trying, so there's like the grandma elder, and then you have like the grandfather elder. They're saying grandfather time. So you've got the wise, the elder, the time, and you have the beautiful grandmother, and her wisdom is with the medicine of the flowers themselves. Like medicine woman and father time. Because time can feel like its own shadow. It feels good. I feel like it's in balance. It feels really good to be in balance. It's not so hectic anymore. I can't put my hands down. They want me to still feel the balance. Wonder, are these your guides? Do you have guides? That's the a Native American elder and the grandma. They balance each other out perfectly if they were your guides. Okay, I'm going to keep my hands like this, but I'm going on to Cheryl with the belly. The soul seed is felt in the belly. Cheryl in the garden. They're showing me your petals have glitter. Do you like to do arts and crafts, Cheryl? A fun inner child garden. And they're saying that laughter and like the wonderment of children, the curiosity of children. Like some people can go ahead and plant things in rows. They can have everything spaced out perfectly. You are a bit of a wild child in your garden. It's like even if you wanted to plant in a circle, you would, like skip around, planting the seeds. It's kind of a surprise what's going to grow. And if you had like a little pond, it would be fun. Like there would be like a floating, they're showing me like a tire, but it's hooked up to like a chain. It's like old school. And it's just like, you'd be like, can I hop from this rock to that and balance, like straddle, like you're on each side of the the tire. Kitano nana tina tonoshtita. And it's just like, can I do this without getting wet? And I see you. You're wearing, you're a little kid like wearing white tights with like the black shoes that have a strap. You're wearing a dress. You have something in your hair. I'm seeing it like short blonde hair. And it's just like you're the kid with scraped up knees, even though you're wearing like white tights. I love that. That's what's worked. If it's working, that's great. Brunette. I just love, like, I can actually feel like it's either you like were down on your knees, like looking at a frog or something, or it's just like I feel like the whole sense of like having like a wet, muddy knee through through white tights. Yeah. So fun. So fun. It's like everything about it is fun. I love your fun garden. And it works. Your garden is great. It's so fun. Like, what am I gonna it's almost like there's hidden things. Like, oh, it's a mystery. If I go over there, I almost forgot that that's where I built the fairy house, you know, because it's a little overgrown. So that is a really fun garden. But this is like your personal garden. So is that like your essence? Is that your essence? Or is it something you want to give birth to, is like really connecting back to the kiddo with the muddy knees? Yes, with their fancy Easter clothes. Yes. And then when the parents aren't watching, they go off and they have some fun and get dirty. Suzanne says, I just mentally asked the spirits about my garden, was shown a barren raised bed box, needs fertilizer, tending, and plants. Pretty much describes your health. What a cool way to look at it, though, right? Like a garden, I think you might have missed the beginning, but they said a garden will let you know when something is needed or required or something that's different. Yep, free spirit, wild child. It's like there's so much like wonder. It's almost like my heart wants to explode. Like, what am I going to get into next? Yeah, a white dress when you were a flower girl. Yeah. I love the essence of the wild child and the free spirit. It's like you wouldn't just catch fireflies. You would like have like a firefly habitat. It's almost like, how can I make this more fun? Like more interesting and more creative. You were 5. Yeah. You're 62 now. You know, I was told by spirit when I was younger, I mean, like in my 20s, I was told that 60 was going to be like the best year for me when I was 60. So I'm looking forward to that. But that was really fun. I'm going to go on to Teresa, who feels her heart, her soul seed in the heart. Teresa. After Teresa, it's Serena, Shockwave, Sequoia, Pat, Esther, and Viviani, if you're still here. I totally understand if you had to go live your life too, because it's 2 hours. Okay, Teresa. They're showing me a ladder, but it's like a homemade ladder, like made out of branches and like natural material. It's almost like your garden is 2 layers, because I'm like, well, does she go down to the garden or does she go up to the garden? And it's like there's 2 layers to this garden. You have your upper garden, your lower garden. I'm feeling a little bit of heart issues. See where they want to go. I'm seeing like like the peacock energy. So that would be an interesting spirit animal to like look up. I almost feel if and I might be wrong because like I said, I'm coming on 2 hours, but this is what I'm feeling, and then you can tell me if this resonates with you. But it almost feels as if so you have these 2 layers of garden, and I feel as if something has come in and kind of scared it's like scared the animals away, like the birds. Everything's being kind of quiet right now, or it has scattered. Have you had something come up in your life that that might be a little scary? Sorry, I'm laughing at Wayne. Yeah, and it's like it's nice that there's 2 layers because there's a place to hide. And it's almost as if holding the breath, not wanting to make too much of a noise yourself. They want to warm it up for you. They're actually showing me like the ground warming up on both levels. Because they're just saying that when something is warm, like a warm, glowing kind of feeling, like they say like when you get like a new puppy or something, if you put something warm in there so they feel like their family, their pack is there. They're like, what if we warm up the earth so that like the crickets can start singing again? But something definitely came in and scattered everything. Serena, you're next. You didn't miss anything. So I'm just asking, we're just gonna go inside, if that's okay with you. Just do a little energy work if that's okay with you, Teresa. Because I feel like got some energy stuck right here, like and that's where your seed is. I'm seeing this beautiful nest around the seed that's inside, comforting. And just breathing. working on the back too. It's almost as if like the chest and the back, like you were just like it almost feels like being energetically shot. Tano tonoshite tano kayewa, totonomashite tano kayewa. Manona, manona. Atotano kanoshita tana titashtai. Aye na 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 na. They're showing me this wound. Panotanoshtita. They're saying that it was an exit wound. Totanoshtitanotai yena tano kayewa yena tanoshtita. And they're bringing in fire. Kunatonoshtitano na 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 in a gentle way. Ashtitano tano to help the Pama tutanoshita to burn away. Kutanoshitano tano kayewa ashtita so nothing else like infects anything else. Tutanoshitano tano 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 atotanana titanoshitayewa. And it's almost as if this is connected to the ancestral family. It's like it's almost as if a spear goes through somebody like up ahead, and it like spears the females right through like the chest area from like the beginning of time to the future. And it can splinter. How uncomfortable. It is time for somebody you to heal. See what you can grow in your heart seed. Grow the healing. Generations of abuse, Teresa. That's a big step out of. I'm sensing that this is something that can be worked on in sleep time, but we also want you to rest as well. It's like you work in the dream time. Because that's a good place to hide while you're doing this is in the dream time, I think, is what they're saying. If the I find it so interesting to think about how to remove things from soul wounds. And we're actually, Kevin Lewis, the healing medium, and I on the 24th are doing a soul wound, whatever this is, YouTube thing. But I love thinking about soul wounds and how like nature can help us. So what I'm seeing is it's made out of wood and stone because it's like old. And I love that they already brought in fire in a gentle way. I'm just wondering, I got goosebumps, is if you stoke the fire in your heart seed and just work on that individually, it almost starts to break up. You know what I mean? So if you're here in this line and you burn your part of it, then that stops the growing of this stick or the stabbing soul wound. I'm wondering, it's just an idea. I know these are just mini things, but I love thinking about, again, how nature and the elements can help us. And not only if you do fire, but that, what is the word? Cauterize? Is that the word? Like it can remove it and cauterize it as well. But then on the other side of that, now there's something that would like to be, if it was removed, then you have this space that you can fill up. So you can fill it up so there's not an empty hole, if that makes sense. So, yeah, if you can make it to the, I think it's the 24th. It's a Friday. And it's like around 5 or 6 o'clock at night, Pacific time. Well, thank you for sharing that. Brave, very brave. Serena, thank you for waking up from your nap. Perfect timing. Okay, yours is the throat. My heater is tapping. It's so hot in here. Oh gosh, no. The mood is not brought down. This is this is good soil, and we're working on gardens. I'm happy that you're here, Teresa. I love that you're here, and that you are open to that. That's one of my passions is soul wounds. So I could think about it forever. I really could. I could think about this all day. And not only that, Teresa, but I mean, I'm not sure if anybody else here resonates with that or knows a friend that this might help, or you never know, further down the line, somebody might be like, oh, that might be a soul wound. What can we do? Let's burn it. Let's flush it with water. Let's, maybe birds can come and take it away, or, something like that. Okay. Serena and the throat. Okay, so they're showing me this beautiful, I don't know if it's a flower or a plant or what the difference is between those two things, but they're showing me this beautiful this leaf that you would find, what are they called? Wish my mom was here right now. Jack in the pulpit. Is that what it's called, guys? It's something you find like on the edge of the woods, and it was always so fun to find it. Jack in the pulpit. Is that what it's called? I don't know. That's what I'm remembering it as. It's this leaf that is, they're showing me this leaf that's kind of curled over, and it has like these lines on it. And I really love, because we haven't gone to like the forest, like it's on the edge of the forest. And I love that it's something that you wouldn't necessarily plant. It's something that comes up naturally, something that comes naturally. Pano tano shite tano kayewa. Ato tano katana shite tano kayewa. Ayena tano kayewa. Ashte tano tano kayewa. They're bringing up something that reminds me of acupuncture. Something with like quills. Something that comes naturally. Kanatano shite tano tano kayewa. Ashte tano kanakashte tayewa. Like sometimes it's like you feel the calling to like emerge, like that plant, but there's like, there's no gardeners on the edge of the forest, except for maybe the animals that root around and whatnot, somebody like, digging around, but it's just like knowing knowing that it's time to go ahead and emerge, and it's like a timely thing, and it's the trust, it's the faith, and then emerging. And that gives me a little bit of pressure in the head. As if when you emerge, it's just like, wait, what is this? I'm used to being in this other part. And now there's trust and faith, but now I'm up here, and it's just like, what is up here? Like, what is this? It seems familiar. I might have been here before, but I was just, it's so funny that you were sleeping before this. But you woke up, you emerged right at the right time. What's up with the quills and the acupuncture thing? I feel the energy. Okay, well, let's try something. Let's imagine, since we're working on the heart area, the throat area, using the quill. How fun to use the quill, they say, because the quill can be for protection, but the quill can also be for like painting and writing. And just think like to make jewelry, or if there's they're talking about like a Native American vest, how you can use things like quill to put down, to secure. So the words are like secure. So just imagining, I'm just imagining quills kind of used as like acupuncture, or they're there, protection. That would protect you. Nothing could, like, if you feel like the neck is vulnerable and you did have quills, like a dog goes after the porcupine, you have this protection. And they say this protection, thank you, we're grateful, but they're ready for this, the porcupine quills that could be your spirit animal or message. They want to go ahead, and they know when they pull something like this out, it's kind of barbed. Oh, that's why they made me bring this. So just go ahead and imagine that you're pulling out these yourself, doing some self-healing, pulling them out. And then we just ask, they want me to just ask grandmother to put the salve, mix up the special medicine. Because you emerged, and it might feel a little different on this side. It's a different language. Thank you, grandmother. And pretending, imagination, just putting the salve from the grandmother to help with the sore areas. In honoring those plants and those flowers that pop up. Wow, I want to cry. There's things that pop up and they have faith. Sometimes they get caught in the storm, in the snow. Rubbing the medicine on, but they say, granddaughter, this is mixed with prayer for protection, because you had that protection for your like vulnerability, like bearing it all. The protection of the old ways has been dropped. And there's prayer in the medicine for healing, but also feeling the prayers of protection. So it's less physical and more heart-based. Does that make sense? It's so hard to be aware of the protections that we place on ourselves. And whether, I mean, if you believe in the past life thing, it's like the soul wounds and the protections that we came here with, like, okay, you know, I'm not going to use my gifts in this life because in the last 10 lives, I was like burned. My head was chopped off. It's like, is it safe? Is it safe to emerge here? You know, that kind of thing. And again, these are just short little readings. And if you, if anybody out there has, if anybody else out, like any of these readings, you know, if it's bringing up emotions, reach out to somebody. Self-care, drink water. My email is tutahspeaks@gmail. You can reach out to me, because the unearthing sometimes those small little things can really like rake the leaves out, you know, so to speak. So if you're feeling a little rough or confused or anything like that, or super happy, or all of those things, reach out, because you're not alone. You're not alone. But I do feel like there's pressure in the throat area. Just take care of it. Send some extra love to your throat. I know that they're praying for you. Okay, Shockwave, you said that seed was in your brain. Sequoia, if you're here, if you were able to find out if you were here at that time, to just check in and see where your soul seed lives in your body. So for Sequoia, Pat, Esther, and Viviani, if you guys can just post it where you're feeling it. The center or heart where bird came to eat from the sunflower. Yay! Center. Heart. That feels perfect. And then Pat, thank you for sticking around, Pat. Third eye. That's going to be fun. And then Esther and Viviani. All right, we'll start there, Viviani. That's a great place to start. And then I'm not sure if Esther is here. It's okay if you're not. This is where I have one dog that the pitch of the bark makes my sound bowls go off. Can you hear that? Sid. Sid. Are you hungry? Did you need some dinner? What? You want to come here? Okay, let's see. See, I circle it and I'm like, wait, did I do that one? I have to think back, like, no, we just did porcupine. Okay, so shockwave in the brain. I feel as if I feel as if somebody is, or maybe even two somebodies are behind me, and they're putting like a robe or some fabric over my back in reverence. And it seems like you're on your knees, and these two people on the side of you, they help you stand up in a very caring, tender way. And they say, we'll go together. We'll go together. They're showing me, placed on your back, they're showing me the Egyptian symbol. Is it the Ankh? It's like the, it's kind of got the circle on the top, the oval on the top. And some of the things that I've heard about the Ankh is that it, or that symbol in particular, it had like sound medicine to it. Like a resonance to it. Like it had that symbol had a purpose. Like imagining it on a staff, but they're showing me that it's like, it's between your shoulder blades. And it's pretty big. Like the essence of it. And it's as if you were on your knees and then you were helped up, and I see you walking, but you're hunched over a little bit, but so are the women. So I'm not sure if you're hunched over because of physical stuff. I almost feel like, when you're walking like in a sacred place, you're kind of bowing down a little bit. And if there were any words, it was hushed whispers that kind of echo out. So Panotanoshtita, this is an old place we're going to. And it feels like we're entering it through this, like, this building that has been destroyed either by time or something else. There's like rubble. And we're doing this, it feels like we're doing this at dusk. It's kind of like this is the time to visit is at dusk or in the dream time. They're saying that you have a garden to grow. They're actually saying that there is this glass jar with a rusted top, and you're going into this place of this you're starting a new garden with these seeds, these ancient seeds. Yeah, it has like an Egyptian feel to it because they're showing me the beetle. They're like, the beetle will help. What is that? The scarab? I don't know how to pronounce it. They're like, treat these seeds like gold. That's my heater. He agrees. My heater agrees. Treat these seeds like they're gold. And yours was in the brain, right? Yeah, shockwave. Oh, I'm just feeling the energy in my hands. And these seeds. These seeds are they're like, it's okay. Some of them won't be viable. Oh, and you have to, like, how some seeds will only that's interesting. Like some seeds will only do their thing unless there's some sort of chaos, because they're in this place with rubble. So it's like there are some seeds that will only do its thing once there's been like a forest fire. So it's like, since these are older seeds. It's almost like they've seen some stuff. And the destruction. Does any of that make sense to you? Oh, shockwave. If you have tornado things you need to tend to, gosh, and we're talking about destruction. My goodness. But that is, yeah, I'm not sure, and you don't have to answer me if, you're busy surviving. But what I'm getting is you have help from like the ancient ones that put the robe over you. There's definitely some essences of Egyptian lore, and just know that you have this new garden to plant. And I don't think it's just for you. I think this garden, oh God, I got goosebumps everywhere. This garden isn't just for you. Yeah, there's beauty and chaos, Sarah. Yeah. Yeah, you grew up in the church. Yeah, it felt like a church. And that like the seeds are there. So, ooh, got goosebumps. So thank you for being the gardener for many. That's very nice of you. And your grandmas. I'm just sending out some gratitude to them. And they're just like, oh, it's a job to do. Your gratitude isn't going to be doing any of the work. We don't have time for that. We got a job to do. Okay, Sequoia. Heart center, center heart. Sequoia, that's your name. Isn't it the sequoias that need a forest fire for the seeds to open up? How interesting. Oh, cool. So Sequoia, we're entering your garden. It almost reminds me of like, it's not the color of the rocks in Utah, because it seems like it's more like an East Coast thing, but it's like this narrow in between the rocks thing that we're going to be going through this area in between the rocks to your garden. Oh, and it does. It has like this, it's like one of those gardens that would be in sand. So it's like you've got your rocks and you've got like your it's all things it's all the things that are right for the environment that they're in. It's like they have figured out how to be in this area, how to be where they are. And they're like, sometimes it's not the most hospitable, if I said that right. But they have figured out how to like thrive and grow here. And how beautiful that you chose like this garden. That's not the easiest place to grow things, but the things that do grow, we're so thankful for them. Like I'm seeing the cactus with like a pink flower. And I'm seeing like the roadrunner. Like you have the animals there, the things that are you just kind of catch it out of the side of your eye, and it's like, like the sand is moving, and you're like, okay, that was a lizard or something. Kono tanoshite tanaki wa. And the rocks are so nice and warm to sit on. Ano tanoshite ta. And then when the sun goes down, you can sit here and gaze at the stars, and you're far away from everything, so the stars just pop out. That's really cool, Sequoia. What a beautiful, it feels very, it feels comfortable, even though it can be like this harsh environment. It just makes the growing that much more beautiful. Yes, can grow against all odds. Yes. And I feel the energy in my hands again. Sequoia, are you a Reiki practitioner? Best of luck, Sequoia. I know you were here, though. Yeah, you're here. You're probably absorbing it. Tano kaiwa. It's really pretty. It's like I don't want to leave it. It's really fun. It reminds me of Joshua Tree. Healing energy. Yeah, I mean, I can feel it like radiating. And these special gardens and these heart, the soul seeds we have, it's just like how fun to like communicate with them and talk with them, and just it's like giving and receiving all at the same time, like this beautiful endless spring, like the spring where the water bubbles up, and it's like an endless thing where it doesn't tap out, if that makes sense. And Sequoia, the desert is definitely where your garden is, but with like fun rocks. So I don't know where that is for you. Good luck. I love thinking about the little lizards. Okay, Pat in the third eye. How fun to have a soul seed. They're bringing in the white blue color. And they're bringing in it's like it's like a cross, but it's not like this. It's like this. This is more of like the center of the medicine wheel, the crossroads. Where does this garden grow? They're like showing me glowing moon rocks. Is your garden on the moon? Pat, do you like to go to the moon? Yeah, they're showing me there's this it's kind of like a black sand, and there's these glowing moon rocks. Sometimes they're like glowing white, and sometimes they're kind of glowing greenish. But they want to talk about the almost the things that are underneath the rocks. They're like these little bug beings. They're super cute. And they're like the glowing rocks. They protect us. It's shelter. So like your garden is the shelter. Panuta papakita ushtita no kaiwa. These cute little bugs with like antennas. Yours is definitely off planet. And even though it seems barren, yet magical, because it's like this black sand also has glowing things in it. The rocks are glowing, but they're like, it's really amazing. You should come inside. And it's just like, if I follow these little guys, they find these little pathways down, like natural openings. And you can kind of feel as we're going down, like the sand is falling from our footsteps up above. And there are like different levels. There's like some things growing here, some things growing here, but we're like going down. Maybe we have like special spacesuits or something, because we're not like going down a ladder, we're not going down the stairs. It's just like we're kind of like we're like looking at the different, and it's almost as if the things that are growing are like feel like they're super nutrients. So whatever the small things that are growing in this area are like a superfood kind of thing, or like a super medicine. It means a lot. Even though there's not that much, and it's growing on each of these little levels. So Pat, you have these little friends. Your garden is like on the moon or somewhere like that. Okay, so Esther, if you're here, it's your turn. And if not, it's I'm going to go with Viviani. Viviani said it was in the heart space. Paunakina. Oh, they like you, Viviani. Manuna kanotanoshita. Ananana kapanoshita no kaiwa. I think they just want to talk to you. They're happy to have your ear. They're saying what fun you used to have with them. They said that if you were to go to a garden, that you would have like a slide, but it's made out of stone. Something that would last. They're showing me you in another life, and you're holding, and I think it might be heavy, you're holding like this basket, and it's like you're walking with it, but your arms are extended. So I'm thinking that there's either you've been walking for a while or there might be some weight in it. But gathering of something. They're just talking about how you guys spent your days together. And they're thinking of you. They're like saying about the footsteps that you used, like the walk you used to do together. They're talking about father. Even though he would see all, like you guys could pretend that, you know, you were like doing what you were supposed to be doing and not bringing any attention to yourself. So you could just kind of slip off to the side. But he didn't know to look for you because you were doing it in such a slow way. Panuna mama kota no kana tano shite tana ewa. Tana pama kota no shite ta. Ina mama kona tano kayewa. Manona ishte tano kayewa. They're talking about tona mama. They want me to say like making baskets out of tano tano reeds. Ata tano mama kona tano shite ta. And chit-chatting down by the water. Kona tano shite tano tano kayewa. Ayena ashta tano tano kayewa. Ano tanoshite, and they're like, you would think that it would be boring, but they would give anything to go back to those moments with you. They were too busy for a garden. I think everybody did a lot in this little community. They're like, the ground didn't grow much. Where you were at this time. It was more of like, they're saying like throwing rocks at birds. Like you got your nourishment like a nomad would. Like the animals that came through. Maybe a fish caught in the basket. But they're just saying like the what's the word, camaraderie? I don't know how to say the word, but that's the word they want to use. But like the connection between the 1, 2, 3, 4 of you. Tano was its own beautiful thing, even though you didn't have a garden. That was really pretty, Viviani. Yes. How do I pronounce that, Annie? Camaraderie. Yes. I like to put some extra vowels in there sometimes. And that is that. And you guys stayed. Did anybody have a pee break during that? Okay, so there's some things. I'm going to look up a picture so I remember what the Jack in the Pulpit, prairie smoke flowers, dragon oracle cards, reaching out to Sharon. If we could all, in our heart spaces, just hold Sharon's daughter Lauren in our healing hearts. They're going through a rough patch in their garden. Thank you. Oh, loving you guys. Lisa's like, yes, and I ate my dinner too. Nice. Well, that was really fun. Like I said, these are like little movies that I could sit in forever. And yeah, let's do this again sometime. So coming up is Kevin Lewis, The Healing Medium. It's going to be on my channel on the 24th. And it's going to be really fun. I'll put it out there. It's already scheduled, so you might have it on your notifications. I'm not sure, but it's going to be really fun. It's going to be exploring soul, like doing readings for soul wounds is what Spirit told me. Michaela, you're still here? Wow, I love that you guys stuck around. Yeah, it's going to be Spirit told me about this about a month ago, and I'm like, Kevin, you and I are doing something on the 24th. Don't book anything else. So and then they showed me these like vibrations, these like sound waves, and I'm like, oh, that's going to be fun. So look out for that. And you guys have the best Thursday there ever was. Good night, everybody.